Was Haitian Jack a music tycoon, a snitch, or just a gangster? The Haitian Jack moniker still echoes in hip-hop lore, feared on the streets, respected in the clubs, and associated with some of the biggest names in the East Coast-West Coast war. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into the story of a man who was every bit as powerful behind the scenes as any rapper. Haitian Jack Agnant was born in Haiti to a wealthy family full of politicians and professionals. But it all came tumbling down when a political coup pushed them out. With almost nothing, they started anew in Brooklyn's East Flatbush. Jack ended up in a public school with very little English. Brooklyn during the late 70s and early 80s was right in the middle of the crack epidemic, tough, raw, and uncompromising. By the time he was a teenager, Jack was well embedded in the streets, running with a gang known as the Black Mafia. They were infamous for robbing drug sellers and living off the brutality. But Jack was not your average street kid. He had style, swagger, and connections. During the late 80s, he graduated from stick-ups to the spotlight, becoming a club scene big shot in New York City. Celebrities, athletes, and artists knew his name. He wasn't a rapper, but he had more clout than most artists ever did. In the early 90s, Haitian Jack was the darling of the music world when artists needed protection or pressure. He was the quiet force behind the scenes. Jack and Tupac met for the first time at the Octagon nightclub, Jack surrounded by women and champagne. Pac was drawn to him, and they bonded. Jack showed Pac around and introduced him to the Brooklyn Street Kings, and Pac tried to get Jack cast in the film Above the Rim. Even the gangster character Birdie was modeled after him. Their friendship didn't last. In November of 1993, after a night out at Nell's nightclub, things went sour. Pac, Jack, and others were accused of sexually assaulting a female whom Jack had brought. Jack's charges were dropped, and he took a misdemeanor plea without time served. Pac wasn't so lucky, he was convicted and felt betrayed. He felt that Jack had snitched in order to get himself off. Then came the infamous shooting at Quad Studios in 1994. Pac was persuaded to ghost a verse for Little Sean. When he came, he was ambushed, shot 5 times, and robbed. Crawling up to the second floor, he met Biggie, Puffy, and others, and thought they were all in on it. In against all odds, Pac blamed Jack and henchmen. Jack repeatedly denied it, saying henchmen staged it. That event triggered the East Coast to West Coast war. When Pac passed away, Jack kept on moving behind the scenes. He started booking acts and was especially close with Wyclef Jean, who liked having Jack around to keep bad characters at bay. Jack even opened his own management company and lived high in Beverly Hills. But rumors followed, some accused him of bullying artists out of publishing. Jack was convicted in an LA nightclub shooting in 2004, and 3 years later, he was deported to Haiti as a non-citizen felon. He came back in 2019 with Haitian Jack Speaks, a docuseries where he legitimized his name and gave voice to his own side of the story. In 2021, he featured on FX's Hip Hop Uncovered, laying claim to his legacy proudly. Jack is still in the game, investing globally and keeping that mystique. To some, Haitian Jack is a survivor who played the game and lived to talk about it. To others, he's the snitch who sold Tupac out. Either way, one thing's certain, Haitian Jack lived in the midst of hip-hop fame, street politics, and power.